as the curtain comes down on round number 9 of the Betfred Super League at the MKM Stadium. You Hull FC fans, all 10,500 in the stadium, must be delighted with the effort put in this one. Your team is still a little bit all over the place in terms of personnel and also confidence, but they really did have a good go against the Leeds Rhinos. Over 300 metres more than your average was made by your team in this game. That bodes well. It really does. Your missed tackles were down by 7 on the average, and Herman Essa picked up his biggest metre haul of the season thus far in this game. Franklin Pelly also looked good coming off the bench. And of course, Jack Walker back in your side. There's no doubt about it. The loss of Walker after that Catalan game to the hamstring injury really did dent you. He's been absolutely sensational in the fullback position, hence probably the reason why Texoy was shown the exit door with Walker in such fine form. 2 brilliant assists in this game from Jack Walker, 19 carries, 159 metres from Walker. Really good 5 tackle busts, a clean break as well for good measure, 3 offloads. Jack Walker, for me personally, the man of the match as far as Hull FC were concerned on the day. Great to have him back. It started really well, didn't it? A great try from Morgan Smith. Very well taken indeed. And then, of course, back came the Rhinos with 3 in a row, starting with Riley Lum. What a great debut from this young man. What a try. Took some scoring, didn't it? I mean, is he the new Amila Hanley? I mean, you know, Hanley this season came from nowhere with Briscoe going out injured. And, of course, now he is probably one of the first names on the team sheet for Adrian Lambert-Lee. Is this another one? Is this now the start of a promising career for Riley Lum? Will, you know, no David Foster-Tura, of course, an opportunity on that right edge for him. Of course, Hanley will be back on the left at some point. But yeah, will we be seeing a lot more from Riley Lum? I, for one, really, really impressed with him on the day. Took his first try, well, quite simply, far beyond the experience that he's got. Great running technique, really, really good, solid quality try with his family looking on. They must have been very proud indeed. And then, of course, his second try. I mean, many Hull FC fans will say he didn't put it down. Personally, I think in normal speed it looked like he did. I didn't think the slowdown really did that any favours, really. For me, it was a try, and it's 2 tries for Riley on his debut. And then, of course, Cameron Smith, the captain himself, really tenacious try, that one. Very well taken indeed. Brodie Croft, lovely delayed pass into Cameron Smith, and over he goes. And at that point, it's 18 points to 6, but don't worry about it because Lewis Martin, great try from left to right from Hull FC, and in goes Martin. And at that point, you know, it really still was game on. At no point, actually, do I think Leeds felt comfortable in this game. You know, Hull FC were right in the grind. And, you know, we were talking on the Final Whistle podcast last night with some Hull FC fans. What on earth were they doing, pushing Jack Walker out to the left-hand side onto the wing? You know, changing things around, bringing Moyan at full back. Did not get that at all. Unbelievable decision. And the fact that Richie Myler's on the gantry, the new director of Rugby League, as that decision's been made. Jack Walker was probably their most dangerous player throughout the game, and they nullified him by putting him out on the wing for that last 15 minutes or so. That's not good. That really isn't good. If I'm a Hull FC fan at that point, I'm really scratching my head, because for me, that took all of your real creativity in the middles, and certainly the danger, your danger factor completely out of it. Didn't understand that at all on the day. As for the Leeds Rhinos, they'll be relieved. This could have gone wrong. Hull were at it. Hull were up for this one. But yeah, Leeds managed to get the job done. Some unsavoury comments, I'm led to believe, towards Rowan Smith in this one. Rowan Smith in his post-match press conference also looked a little bit shook up, a little bit downbeat. A lot of pressure, I believe, on Rowan Smith at the moment. The Leeds faithful, they're not happy, are they? And they're making it known. It's going to be very interesting to see what happens. They've got London next week. I mean, it's quite unbelievable, really, that, you know, and I think one of the guys said it on Final Whistle podcast, that, you know, it could be, you know, he's under all this pressure, Rowan Smith, beats London next week and firmly in the top 6. It's madness, really. But yeah, I mean, they demand so much more. And I have to give credit to our Team Talk member, Alex Sharp, who joined us for the Final Whistle podcast. Very, very honest. And he was really getting into his own support, saying, look, you know, the days of us dominating this division are long gone. We have not got a divine right to win things. We're now in the chasing back. We're no longer the Leeds Rhinos of old. And that is absolutely true. You know, there's a big rebuild project going on there at the Leeds Rhinos, and it needs to be put right. Again, recruitment was spoken about. Frawley again had a shocker, didn't he? He really, really did. I mean, we talked about the potential maybe of moving Miller up into the halves. Frawley, for me, not at the races at all. I know there's a lot of Huddersfield Giants fans who were quite surprised when Leeds Rhinos brought Frawley in, and we're starting to see why. I just don't think at the moment he's settled. He's not really showing much for the Leeds Rhinos. Word on the street, Momorowski might have an injury. I'm not sure. We'll keep an eye on that. Maybe mention that one in the news a little bit later on today. But all in all, like I say, Leeds got out of there with a win. That's the most important thing at this time of the season. And it was all about the man of the match. And I'm just going to say it straight away. The man of the match is Riley Lum. What an outstanding debut from the young man. 2 brilliant tries, 16 carries, 166 metres, 6 tackle busts, 2 clean breaks on the day. Absolutely superb. Great to see a young man getting his debut and making such an impact. I mean, like I say, could be the next Jemima Hanley. He could be out there on the wing. Time and time again for Leeds Rhinos. Really excited. Real congratulations to the young man. Great to see somebody bursting on to the Super League stage. Well done to him. The 2 points I'm going to have to give to Jack Walker on a losing side. I thought Jack Walker, you couldn't fault his performance. 2 brilliant tries this from him. 159 metres from 19 carries. Like I say, 5 tackle breaks in the game. He had 3 offloads as well in it, a clean break. Jack Walker, clearly for me, outstanding performance from him. And then it's a case, well, who are you giving the 1.2? There was contenders, don't get me wrong. I thought Roberts on the other wing had a decent game for the Leeds Rhinos. Miller again out of backfield. He caught the eye, played well. I thought Brodie Croft had his moments in the match. But the one I'm going to give it to is yet again the man who is Mr. Versatile, Mr. Reece Martin, put back into the centres for this one to deputise for Harry Newman, and once again showing that he can play that position really well. Yes, he got his free kicks from free, but 24 carries for 199 metres from Reece Martin in this game. 2 tackle breaks as well in this one. He's a great player, Reece Martin, incredibly versatile, and for me, deserving of the 1 point. So there you go, 3 points for the debutant, the outstanding Mr. Riley Lum, 2 for Jack Walker on his return. Jack Walker, outstanding performance from him, and 1 for Reece Martin. Do you agree with that? Brilliant win, this one. They needed it. They needed it. The Rhinos needed this, to edge past. A brilliant performance from Hull FC. This was probably perhaps the best Hull FC I've seen this season, other than perhaps the first half before New Brown got sent off at the Halliwell Jones. I thought this was a really good competitive team. So again, bodes well for Hull FC going into round number 10. There you go, in the sheds, done for another week. Nobody does it like Super League Raw. Every game we have talked about for at least 6, maybe 10 minutes. We hope you've enjoyed the production. If you haven't seen them all, go and have a look at them. They're all now available for you at our YouTube channel. Stay tuned, because we're going to feature at the end of this one all that's coming your way this week. We hope you join us for Super League Raw Weekly live 8 p.m. on Facebook, Twitter and YouTube this coming Wednesday 8 p.m. A change of date for that, but don't you worry. In Conversation with Craig Lingard, that's been uploaded for you tomorrow night, Tuesday from 8 o'clock. So you've still got a little bit of Super League Raw on a Tuesday night as well. We will be back with more in the sheds for round number 10 from Friday of next week. But for now, breathless. It was the Hull FC 12, Leeds Rhinos 18. The Leeds get the job done. Bye.